What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Derby Wormy. I'm coming at you with another video. And the Acolyte, oh my god, the Acolyte's over. But we still got to talk about this because this is hilarious to even think about. But when this show first came out, they were going around saying how good the viewership is, how wonderful it is. Look, it's on track to beat out Ahsoka, which everybody loved Ahsoka, right? But only a handful of people actually liked it. It wasn't even that real popular. But they try to always say, look how popular it is, look how amazing. This show's gonna beat it. And then the first two episodes barely even beat Ahsoka. Actually, never even got close to Ahsoka's data, but they got called out for that. They were trying to gaslight everybody. They were trying to lead you down a path saying that the show's good and perfect, and they failed. We ended up confirming that it had less viewership than Ahsoka on the first two episodes. Even like time-wise, it wasn't ever gonna work, but they tried their hardest to say that it was good. Well, just the other week, we started getting the actual like Nielsen data for the Acolyte, and guess what? Didn't really show up even on the Nielsen data. When we scroll down here, you can see it coming in right here at number 7, barely even scratching the surface on its first 2 episodes. Showed up here on the Nielsen top 10 streaming data's under original. Well, we come back over here to original for the latest update, and it's gone. It's gone. Look, guys. There's no data for the Acolyte over on the Nielsen's because that's right. Nobody watched this show. Nobody engaged with this show. This show lost out to shows that were getting 298 minutes viewed. 298 minutes viewed. Well, million minutes. I should be correcting that. That is in the millions area, but yeah, that's how it lost out to. Now, the week before, if we take a look at this, comes in at 7 because they combined 2 episodes together. So let's be very generous here. Let's say it's 50-50 because we can't get the exact data on how many people watch this episode compared to that episode. So comes out of the gate at a 488 million minutes viewed on the first 2 episodes. Let's cut those numbers in half, give it 244. So then you mean to tell me it has less? It can't even be out King of Control, whatever this is, over on Netflix. Some show I have no idea what it is. It can't even beat that. That means that viewers started checking out, viewers started dipping away. And it becomes even funnier because this was the previous week over on Samba TV. Acolyte's been on almost every single week over on Samba TV. Every single week it has been doing something on Samba TV. Usually around 6, sometimes 7. One time it was 8. It bounces back and forth between these 3 areas. This is the preview. This is the week that just happened over on Samba TV. It didn't track once. Nowhere to be seen on Samba TV data. Nowhere to be seen on Nielsen data. That means the show is dead. People checked out for that final episode. People have been checking out. Nielsen data can't even track it. It's so low. It is a joke of a show. It was so pathetic. And they really want that season 2, guys. They were really pushing for that season 2. Will they get a season 2? I don't know. I can't tell you yes or no on whether or not they'll get a season 2. Disney is willing to probably burn a bunch of money to get that season 2, but they really want that season 2. So much so that not only after Leslie Headland has confirmed that there is no real conversation going around about a season 2, she has now come out and began begging audiences to not just launch a social media campaign, but to ignore the actual data and what people are saying about it and just go watch it anyways. Get all your friends to watch it. Just watch it, please. Begging people to watch the show so she could get a season 2. That is some of the funniest stuff, but let's see what she actually ended up saying, shall we? Because this is hilarious. So we scroll right on in here. In an interview with Collider following the conclusion of the first season finale, Headland was asked by Maggie Lovett, shifting gears. One of the most popular questions that I got to ask you from Twitter was, what do fans need to do to ensure that we get a season 2? Oh my god. Headland replied, truly, any online support and love you can send the show. It's a little tricky because of the way that the internet works. But if you enjoyed the show and you want to see more of the story, any support that you can give the show on social media platforms would be super helpful. She continued, sending love to the cast too. You've seen what Hayden Christensen went through. What did he go through? What happened with him? Because he was loved. He left. He left out of his own accord. He was beloved, and he's come back to fan praise. Are you trying to conflate who Anakin used to be played by? I can't remember that person guy's name, but he is now. Are you trying to conflate those two people? Because if so, you got them all completely wrong. He's getting the love now, but give the love now if you enjoyed the performance, even if you were kind of like whatever on the show. If you enjoyed the performance, get on social media, let them know that you love them or that you support them or that the performance was great. The only person that actually did a good performance in my personal mind was Soul, but that's because that's an actual actor. You could also say The Stranger, Queermere, whatever the heck his name is. That actor also did a decent performance, but that's two people out of everybody else being just planks of wood. I mean, Leslie Headland's own wife is even a worse version of a plank of wood. But we continue. From there, Headland stated, encourage your friends to watch the show. A lot of my work has been word of mouth. We were talking about the review bombing, so just telling people don't pay attention to the IMDb score. Nobody even cares about IMDb. They mainly check out like Rotten Tomatoes, but that's only because of that's like general audience thoughts. Nobody liked the show outside of YouTubers who were making money off of it, shills that were getting paid to do it, and stands eat up just basically anything you throw at them and say all good, consume product, move on to next product. That's the only thing that actually happened there. There's not enough shills to defend the show. There's not enough stands to defend the show. YouTubers just want it because we want to make money off of it because it's so awful. Nobody cares about this. The audience wasn't there. Nobody was watching the entire time. You could tell by the data. Data shows nobody's watching. Data shows nobody's ever engaged with it. So why should you get a season 2? Oh, because Disney's idiotic and will more than likely give you a season 2 no matter what because they're so hell-bent on destroying Disney Star Wars and that they're locked into this entire place. But we're not dealing with a Doctor Who here. We're dealing with Star Wars. They'll do whatever it takes to destroy Star Wars even further because they're just so dumb. She then stated, if you enjoyed it, tell people. It kind of seems that it's sort of basic, but I think what is interesting is that nowadays, if you like a show, you're very rarely going to go online and be like, I like this show. No, this isn't basic. If you like a show, you're going to go online and say, hey, I like said show. I enjoyed this show. You're going to be preaching about that show all the time. So yes, you will go online and do that. But that's the thing, guys. She doesn't know what she's saying. She's begging for that season 2. Ignore the fact that nobody's been talking to her about a possible season 2. She threw so much in that final season episode to try to get a season 2, to try to hype up a season 2. She has freaking Darth Plagueis showing up, Yoda showing up. Yoda's gonna be getting involved next season, obviously, because they try to leave it on a cliffhanger. Oh, what now? Oh, Man Osha Swift spots, and now it's May hunting down Osha, but now Osha's going to be the Sith. And you see what they're doing? They were trying to set up a season 2. They were trying to move forward with the season 2. The story didn't get resolved. They've been begging for a season 2 from the very beginning. I don't even think there's ever been a conversation about a season 2 because some of Leslie Headland's own conversation in the past was this story's going to wrap up. There might be a mystery here or there that we can move on if we get a season 2. But for the most part, it's just going to wrap up and we're going to be done, okay? But obviously, they didn't wrap up. Obviously, they were really wanting that season 2 and they're going to move forward into a new direction. Very openly, there's a lot of mysteries still unsolved. Nothing really makes sense. And you started up a brand new, really big mystery that is going to be idiotic. So where are we going to go? Oh, they don't know. Because they've never known. They never knew what was going to happen here. That's why they want that season 2. They're begging for it. They're pleading with it. And they're going to beg you to do whatever it takes so they can get the season 2 all while ignoring the truth. Nobody cared about this show. Nobody wants to interact with this show, and the data speaks for itself. It's fallen off Nielsen data. It's fallen off Samba TV data. The show's over. But more than likely, I gotta be real honest, they'll probably get a season 2 because Disney's idiotic. But I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Let me get you guys' thoughts on all this down in the comments below. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up, share it out, friends, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for every time I put out a new video go live, and I'll see you guys all on the next one. Bye for now.